We should be live, I think, maybe. Not getting the notification on my phone yet, but who knows? Alright. Alright, hey everyone. We're playing Minecraft more. You are on time. That was great. That was great timing. Within the first 30 seconds. Yeah. It's awesome. So, the last time I was on was last night. And I AFK'd this farm just like for legit like 20 minutes or so. Because I literally watched like an anime episode or two. Which is the equivalent of 1 to 2 Minecraft day-night cycles. So, you know, not the fastest farm. But obviously, you know, if I were to AFK here for longer periods of time more often, it would be a really efficient farm. We should also check this area over here, because this was also in the range, so this should have been... Yeah, that was filling up with a bunch of eggs. We should probably kill some of the chickens in here, because the chicken farm produces so many more eggs than sugarcane and pumpkin combined. But that's besides the point. That's for another day. We're doing this. Oh, today's been hectic. We have been like non-stop, just ugh. Since I woke up, which I'll be honest, I actually woke up pretty late again. I basically had to start packing my things so that I could leave campus. What's the plan for today? Well, we're gonna finish the slime farm from yesterday. Which means I need another carved pumpkin because no, I need a couple more carved pumpkins because we killed 2 of our iron golems by accident. Yeah. Alright. I don't know what it is, but whenever I start streams, there's always a grace period where I'm trying to get used to like sitting in my chair. I don't know why. Because it's not like I don't do this every day. Anyways, so this whole farm is actually a lot bigger than this. We're gonna make 3 more layers, I think. I think it's 3. Maybe 2 more layers, something like that. Yeah, we've gotten a little bit, though, from it, like, just kind of being here, even though it's not even, like, fully intact yet. Alright, so, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to put 4 more iron golems in here. 4 more iron golems, so 2 up here, 2 up there, and then we're gonna make platforms above each layer with more torches. Don't worry, I already have the tutorial pulled up on my left side. Where are my other pumpkins? I need more. Loser, I have no arrows to kill you with. The speed, it's too fast. You can't keep up. Yes. Checking things at super high speeds for no particular reason. I'm gonna finish that cake real quick. That cake was there from a couple streams ago when we got the rare achievement of what is it again? The rare achievement of a balanced diet, and it's where you eat everything in the entire game. So that includes like rotten flesh, like golden apples, raw pork chops, like literally like everything that you can think of, you had to eat. I guess the one thing that surprised me though was I thought I was gonna have to go through and make every single type of suspicious stew. Yeah, it was kind of difficult, but the thing is, it was relatively easy for me because I had like I've already been playing this file for a long time, so I had a bunch of materials already gathered. So, I mean, probably the hardest thing to let go of was my god apple, or the enchanted golden apple, because if you don't know, they changed that from being like, oh, you just need blocks of gold to craft it, to like, you can't craft it, you have to find it, and you can only find it in certain places, and it's a super rare find. And we found one in a desert temple like a long time ago, and I ate it just so we could get the achievement, because it's this right here. Eat everything that is edible, even if it's not good for you. That includes pufferfish, golden apple, like I was talking about. It's 39 different things. It's hilarious that I've only had 3 different things, like 3 different types of animals bred. Like, I haven't been doing anything. And one of them is his cats. So I'm pretty sure the other 2 are, cows and chickens. And yeah, we only have 4 cat species for tamed. But I mean, the husbandry advancements are pretty easy once you get everything else. We already have a lot of the advancements. Really, the only stuff left is kind of hard, except like we have to respawn the Ender Dragon. We're gonna do that at some point. We have to collect some of his Dragon's Breath in a glass bottle. Yeah, I mean, we've done a lot of exploring because of how much we've flown. So we're actually close to getting every biome. Anyways, back on topic. We need to figure out how high I need to put the Yeah, most advancements are pretty easy, especially since once you know what you're doing, you're fine. So, because I'm like getting ready to move out today and tomorrow, I have been like packing stuff. Like, you can see a massive amount of boxes right here. This is because these are like, that big box is full of other boxes because I ordered a bunch of stuff on Amazon, including like this, and my chair, and some other stuff as well. So like, I have a bunch of boxes, and I never cared to go throw those out because I know our dumpster for our building fills up really quickly. Yeah. And like, literally, the only clothes that aren't packed right now are my next 3 days worth of clothes, so. And what's funny is, I actually don't have nearly as many clothes as one might think. You love boxes, lol. So, let me actually, I'm gonna pause that. I'm gonna show y'all just how few clothes I have. These are all the clothes I own. This is just hoodies. That's literally all the clothes I own, except for 2 pairs of like nice shirts that are in my closet. Which, I mean, makes packing really easy. But it's not like I have a huge amount of options when it comes to clothing stuff. Alright. Okay. I was just trying to figure out how much space I was supposed to put in between each level. I was actually, like, thinking about playing Valorant today, but then I was like, no, yesterday I talked about how I was going to do slime farm anyways, so might as well. Because for me, like I've mentioned before, most of the time whenever I do stuff like this, it's like all up in the air. Like, it does not matter really to me when I'm playing. All right. No, you idiot. Idiot. No, get out of the way. Wow, this golem is such a loser. How many blocks is he supposed to have for space? Slime. I did that correctly, right? Yeah, that's correct. Slime. 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 See, I'm not worried about where these items go because they're all going to be collected. Because anything I throw down there is going to flow towards the center where there's hopper minecarts to pick it up really quickly. Anyways, we got to put another one up there. So I think it's 1, 2, and then this is the space. I feel like that's not enough. It said 6, says 24. And like that's like 24 right there. I mined up further than I needed to. Whatever, I'll just do what the tutorial says. How? Oh no, that's the right amount of space. Never mind. Yeah, no, it's the actually whenever you make an iron golem, they won't hit back. So if you make an iron golem, he won't hit me because I made him. If an iron golem spawns in because of a villager, that's different. So yeah, I did just hit him. Like, he won't do anything to me. Oh no, I'm right next to him. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, so if you hit a naturally spawning one, they'll hit back. But if you hit one that you made, they won't do anything. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm probably gonna... Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, like, for one, a lot of people don't make that many iron golems. That's the main reason why a lot of people don't realize that. And it's not like, you know, most people normally don't make an iron golem and then go, ooh, I'm gonna hit him now, because that would be kind of defeating the whole purpose of making an iron golem. Yep. They are strong. They are very strong. So most people don't care to test whether or not they can hit an iron golem. Alright. Yeah, I'm probably gonna scoop out like 2 more layers up there Just because, like, it's gonna be irritating if, you know, I don't have a, like, if I'm putting iron golems up there, I expect them to be able to do something for me. Alright. You put frozen meat on your toe 2 days ago? Oh my. Okay, so I worked at, I wouldn't call it worked, because I was doing like a community service project from high school at the Ronald McDonald House. And if you don't know what that is, it's a, it's basically a place that, like, helps families who, like, have kids in the hospital. And they, like, have food there so that the families don't have to worry about it and stuff like that. So I was helping take inventory one day because, like, that was like all I could do because at the time I had a broken collarbone. Could technically just do this. Oh, that's why. Loser. Alrighty. I guess I'm just putting torches here because it looks nicer, but also because, you know, I guess if one of the iron golems were to somehow die, I wouldn't want there to be any possibility of mob spawning in here, even though it wouldn't actually mess up much. 1, 2. Heck. Yeah, oh, but what I was saying with my story, the reason why I bring that up is because I have a broken collarbone, so I'm sitting there looking through, like, taking inventory of food and stuff like that. One of the food items I find in there is a frozen chunk of soup. It was put into, like, a bag and just, like, given to them, apparently. So it was literally like a 6 or 7 pound bag of frozen soup. So it was literally like a brick. And I was like, do people, like, normally store soup like this? Yeah, it confused me. That's kind of normal? Really? I don't know, I guess I've never stored soup like that. Then again, I haven't done too much storing of soup. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why in a bag? So I ran out of fences. I'm confused why and how, because I made the exact amount that I needed. I mean, technically I could... Oh, that's why. It's because I've been putting an extra layer of fence underneath this side. Loser. You know, I would have liked it. There was a suggestion that the way they should actually do, like, have things work out is once you free the end, Endermen no longer get aggressive when you look at them. I like that idea. Alright, this should be good now. No longer wasting fencing. There's some wasted fencing up here, though. Soup storage is important. Wool. Worth it for that one fence. You want another end update? I guess that would be kind of cool. I mean, we already know what's going to happen next. You know, they're doing caves and cliffs, but an end update would be cool. There we go. Oh, and this also has extra underneath it. Like the, oh, so you want like end biomes? I guess that could be pretty promising. That could have some good, like, good things like that. Alrighty, so now is when we actually start to use our slabs. It's because we're making platforms. Yeah, I've seen like a couple thumbnails for stuff like that, but I haven't actually watched any of those videos. Alright, I'm trying to figure out, is it 3 blocks that I'm supposed to build up now? Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's 3 blocks. 2, 3, and then that. So I have to make platforms out of this. Doesn't match the game. I mean, the thing is, one of the reasons why I like bigger builds where it's like this doesn't even feel like Minecraft anymore is because, like, you know, Minecraft is supposed to be like such a free and like open game that you can do whatever you want with it. Like, you can make it and like look like a Skyrim village or something like that. That's it. I'm flying. What's the worst way to die in Minecraft? That's a good question. I mean, in my opinion, it'd probably be something like drowning, because it feels like a very avoidable thing. But I mean, the most common is obviously going to be, you know, fall damage. I know for me, I've died in my hardcore worlds the most from creepers. Because, you know, for one, the only game sounds they make is, before they blow up, obviously, is they sound like other players when they walk. So, in Minecraft, you can hear other players walking. Creepers have the exact same noise as other players walking. Because, for one, I obviously have background music playing. And my hostile mobs volume isn't always at 100%. It's very hard sometimes for me to hear that noise. The void is scary. I don't know, were you here for the void run-in the other day? Like, I don't even know when it was. It was just a couple streams ago. We actually almost died in the void. What happened was I was coming back from the Inn Cities because we had to grab some chorus fruit because we didn't have any for some reason. And I was also getting the achievement for floating 50 blocks into the air from a shulker. And what happened was I teleported back through the End City gate. I was back at the end island, but I had to jump down, and I thought my elytra was on, so I jumped off, and I started falling straight into the void, and I was like, why am I not flying? And I saw that I had my full armor, so, like, as I am falling, I was, like, switching in between these two, pulled out rockets, and, like, frantically flew, and, like, that was right after we got the Totem of Undying, and we almost used it immediately. Yeah, it was crazy. I don't know why, but I feel like I did this wrong. No, that looks the same. Yeah, personally, I haven't actually died in the void many times. I died in it... Oh, I died in it once in my memory. While I was playing on my little, like, private server with my buddies. It was right after we beat the Ender Dragon. We were, like, going around the end, and I missed an Ender Pearl, and it hit the side of the building. Or hit the side of an island. And, like, I just fell straight into the void. You live in the end. Well, not to say that that's the root of your problems, but it might be. Alright, and it looks like it did everything correctly. Anyways, let's just keep going up. That's 3 blocks, right? Yeah, 3 blocks. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of cool to have, like, a base in the end, though, at the same time, so I can't really blame you. That Enderman put that block of dirt there and then just is standing on it. He's like, this is my building. You go to the overworld, it would look weird. Lol. I mean, you can survive in the end for a while, especially since there's, for one, chorus fruit, and I mean, I'm pretty sure you can grow things there, like, you can do whatever. Yes, it is the Dirt Man. And stone stuff. Yes. I mean, it kind of sounds like a cool challenge to, like, just live in the end. Yeah. Oh, also, one of the ways I can improve this farm is by lighting up some of the cave areas in the surrounding areas. So as you can tell, I can hear a zombie anyways. If I go and light up that cave, mobs won't spawn there, meaning the only things that can spawn are slimes, basically. And they'll spawn here more often. And if I also light up the area above this as well, it'll also work the same way, because chunks are all loaded. So even though we're really low on the earth, everything all the way up to the sky limit's still being loaded in this chunk. There we go, one more layer, and while I'm up there, I'll probably start clearing some stuff out. And I do realize that I don't have my beacon, but fret not. It shouldn't take too long. Yeah, 3. Gunpowder farm, nice. Yeah, gunpowder farms are interesting. Cause like, depending on how you make them, they can either be really efficient or like just good enough. Because the thing is, as long as you got the basics down, it'll be enough to get you the gunpowder you need. But if you like go a little bit above what you need to do, then you can get like really massive amounts of gunpowder. It was pretty basic. I mean, the one I have is pretty basic as well. And like, it obviously still took me a while to build because I did a lot of sorting. Was a pain. I never even set up a sorting thing. Like, what do you mean by sorting? If you're talking about like the trapdoors so that only creepers will spawn in certain areas, then yeah, I agree with you. Because that took up so much wood. Wait, you made a sorting system for a gunpowder farm? Why? The only thing that creepers drop is gunpowder. Generally, like, whenever you make a creeper farm, the only thing that, like, can spawn in there is a creeper. So generally, like, you wouldn't have any other drops anyways. Did you like make like a gunpowder farm for like gas? Because if so, that's crazy. Oh, your whole storage system. Yeah. I actually wanted to do that at some point, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to set up the iron farm first. It was so that we could have a lot of hoppers, because I wanted to do an automatic sorting system. Speed 2 isn't fast enough for me. There it is. Yeah, and that's the thing. Once you have an automatic sorting system up and running, it's so amazing. Oh, it's working. Let's just watch from a distance. Huh, idiot. Oh, I love farms. Yeah, and that's done. And now that I look at it, I'm pretty sure this is fine. I might make it like 1 or 2 taller just so that they get a better view of the Iron Golem, because I'm pretty sure that's how like this farm works. The slimes see the Iron Golem and they're like, yes, kill. Before I do that, I'm gonna actually light up this this cave here. Cave creepers are my biggest fear. Did y'all see that go through his head? Gotta do the spins. Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from? Oh. I'm surprised that arrow didn't kill him. Yeah, I've actually like thought about like getting a custom like resource pack, but yeah, similar situation. I can't draw, and I also don't even know like what to use if I wanted to. Alrighty. I don't have any fortune picks with me, so I can't collect any coal in here to make my own torches. But honestly, that should be fine, because as long as it's not like super rampant amounts of spawning, we should be fine. Either way, I'm gonna go ahead and clear out this top 2 layers right here. I actually shouldn't be putting stuff right here, because there's a small chance things can still spawn on that. Put beacon up. That's the thing, like, I don't know if it's worth it. Because look, like, I'm just digging out this small area. It wouldn't, like, I think it would actually take me longer to go get the stuff for the beacon and set it up. I have plenty of iron on hand. The issue is, like, I don't want to move it. Because I'm going to have to set it up and then take it down later. Why was there a hole there? That's where the other, like, whenever I moved the beacon in here to clear out this space originally, that's where the hole for the beacon was. Because, like, my original plan for this slime chunk farm was I was going to actually be doing the 3 chunks in this area instead of just this chunk. So what I did was I put a beacon in the middle of 4 chunks, and this is just where the beacon happened to be. Because there's these 3 chunks right here. So that chunk, this chunk, and this chunk are all slime chunks. Because originally my plan was to actually, like, make a big farm, but I don't know how. And if you didn't already figure out, we have no use for slime right now. We're just making a farm so that in the future, if we ever do get a use for slime, we would have it. So I'm sure there's something good we can use it for. Bouncy castle, bouncy castle, bouncy castle. Yeah, that's a good idea. I know I mentioned it, but we're probably gonna end up decorating, like, most of our farms, or at least a couple of them, by, like, just decorating them like what they farm. So I'd actually mentioned making 3 more creeper farms, and then turning all the creeper farms into what look like creepers' legs. And that's the plan for that. Yeah. Watch out. Oh no! Oh no! I'm so glad I turned. So the button that I used to go to here used to just be a. It used to just zoom in on my face instead. But I think this is more appropriate, so. You know, I think it's necessary that we keep it there. Well, it's okay. We're in netherite armor. He can't even kill us, even if he dies. In real life or in game, because both are true. Yeah, in real life, if a bee stings you, it dies. In game, it'll also die. Yeah, in both they do. Hornets, however, don't die. they just, you know, sting you and they go on with their life. But bees will die. Why? That's a good question. That's a good question. I mean, for one thing, their stingers, are like, think of it as if one of our attacks as a human being was to rip a bone out of her body and stab someone with it. That's the equivalent of what a bee does, basically. Or close to it, except they're actually engineered to do that. But yeah. Yeah, bees, their stingers also has a, their stinger also has a barb on it, so it's slightly like a fish hook. I don't know if you, that's the best way to explain it. Yeah, so, like, a fish hook at the end obviously has a point, but it also has like a point that comes back, so you can't really pull it out very easily. So, bee stingers have the same barb, meaning whenever they puncture our skin, it gets stuck there, and it's hard to pull out and painful to pull out. But because of that, it also means the bees, whenever they try to fly away, it basically rips their stinger off. And their stinger falls off either way. But yeah, they die because of that. Not exactly sure why they're engineered that like that in the first place, but... Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally caught myself. What a legend. Just clean this area up a little bit. Alright, slime farm should be complete. I am still gonna add walls right here, just so that they actually go in to where they're supposed to, but besides that, we're done. Chilling outside in summer. B. Ah, nah, he's scary. I'm a scared. Die now. Okay. What? No, I mean, for me, my most recent encounter with a bee was I was sitting outside our diner on campus, which is like the cafeteria for college kids. And I, you know, I was just chilling there. I was like, you know what? It's a nice day. I'm gonna eat outside. Me and my food are chilling there, and I had like a Mountain Dew bottle, like a small Mountain Dew, and this man runs up and is like just sitting on like the cap. Like he's sitting on the edge of the cap, just like sniffing it. And I'm like, no, But at the same time, I was like trying to keep it calm because I was like, I'm not going to freak out because of a bee. Which I think is probably the better approach to have. Issue is, because I did that, the bee left and I was like, okay, awesome. And then came back with a friend. So there was 2 bees on my Mountain Dew. I was like, that's not okay. It's not okay. Did I invite you? I don't think so. Yeah, that was irritating. So eventually I had to just pack up my food. And I was like, you know what? I'm eating my dorm. I'm gonna take my food back to my dorm. It was a nice day until these dudes showed up. Now they're harassing me. Ooh, I almost forgot to do this wall. Dang it. I made it the other day. Dang it. There we go. There we go. This thing's looking complete. I could replace some of the walls with glass, but whatever. None of that's important. The important part of this whole thing is inside the storage system. Perfect. Just what I wanted to see. Building blocks. Alright, coolio. That should work. Speed helped me last time. Yeah, it did. It made it a lot easier, but I mean, it's a possible jump either way. It's just that the speed definitely helps. Yes. And it'll work better once I've like AFK'd. But yeah. Just a bit of slime, yep. I mean, earlier we actually saw it work in like real time. We saw like one slime, like it just spawned in there. We're supposed to be 24 blocks away at the very least to AFK. So like we could literally work down in this general vicinity, and I'm pretty sure the slime farm would be loading. Now, if we get much further past here, I'm pretty sure it'll go out of like our loading distance, and it'll stop actually loading stuff. But wait, I have a question. Do you get fully geared out to fight the dragon, or do you do it when you're still in iron? Okay, so I've fought the dragon in no armor before, not for a hardcore world, but I've done it. The lowest I think I've ever done it for a hardcore world was an iron, because I normally at least get myself to iron. But recently I've been taking my time, so I'm pretty sure we were actually in like netherite before we even fought the ender dragon. Because like I wasn't really worried about fighting the ender dragon, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna, you know, get tanked up, and whenever I feel like fighting the ender dragon, I'll fight it. So I ended up fighting it after I'd already gotten to like netherite level. But because of that, I did end up surviving that fight, because there was actually one point when I got scared I was gonna die. In a second, I'll pull it up on the screen because it's actually really cool. Because I got a screenshot from it. Okay. Gotta scroll up to it real quick. But it is really cool. There it is. So this is a screenshot from the stream whenever I was beating the ender dragon. So you can see how high up I am. So during the stream, I got thrown, you don't have to be rich. You're alone, can't flex on yourself. Yeah. But yeah, we got thrown up, and that's after I'd already dealt the final blow to the dragon, meaning I had already won. You can see it. I have the achievement, so I'm way up here in the sky, and I'm like, ooh. Oh my gosh, it was such a cool fight, even though I was so like overpowered for it. I tried to land the water bucket, and I didn't. I survived with like 4 hearts from this height because I had feather falling on my boots. Yeah. If you have feather falling and if you have netherite, like you're overpowered, you probably won't die of fall damage unless you're like trying to. So that was kind of the situation I was in. Yeah. Alright, what should we do? If you're in a gacha, you can survive 500 blocks. That's a statistic I did not know. I knew generally you could survive a big fall, but I wasn't aware of 500 blocks. Isn't that like... Wouldn't that be from like the sky level to bedrock doubled? So wouldn't that be like... Because the build limit is 256. So if you could fall 500 and be fine, it would literally be double falling from the build limit to bedrock. That is crazy. I mean, technically, if we're thinking about it, all that really means is you have protection 4 and feather falling 4 on your boots. So theoretically, we could actually do math and calculate something different. We could say, theoretically, if you're wearing an elytra, you can fall for millions of blocks because obviously you're flying. But obviously at some point your elytra's going to break. So we'd have to calculate just how far you can fly on an elytra before it breaks. And then you'd add that 500 blocks in. That's how far you can truly fall if you have an elytra. So it would be something more like, you know, a couple million and then 500. Right. Hello, Mr. Slime Boy. I made a farm to harvest your kind. Speaking of which, let me just see if they've actually got, I think 432 blocks. Okay. 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 Yeah, we got some in there. Anyways, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break, and grab myself some water. So, you know, you can vibe while you look at my screen. So to return to see what looks like math makes me hurt. So Unbreaking 3 increases the Elytra's flight time to about 4 seconds per durability point, a total of 28 minutes and 44 seconds. Durability decreases by 1 point each second when gliding. A pair of Elytra has 432 durability, allowing 7 minutes and 12 seconds of gliding time without enchantments. So with enchantments, you could fall for about 30 minutes and then survive. Ooh, this reminds me of a very fun topic that I saw online. It was explaining why squirrels can't die from fall damage. I think it was squirrels. But basically it was like, due to the fact that squirrels have such a small amount of body mass, even once they get to terminal velocity, which if you don't know how like the science behind gravity or the speed of gravity works, let me explain it real quick. So gravity has the force of like, I'm trying to remember the number, it's like it has a force of acceleration of 8 meters per second per second. And it's per second because that means every second it gets 8 meters. It like can do 8 meters faster than the second before it did 8 meters. So that's its acceleration rate. And eventually it gets to the point where a falling object can no longer get any faster than it's already going, and that's called terminal velocity. And a squirrel, once it gets to its terminal velocity, still would not die, meaning it could fall infinitely. So someone did the math and basically explained a squirrel would have to like continue falling until it starved to death in order for it to die of falling instead of it hitting something. Because no one dies from falling. People die from hitting the thing at the bottom of their fall. Squirrels, however, can't because of their like just naturally lightweight. It's kind of like how butterflies like are so light that like that's the reason why it takes so little energy for them to fly, so they're able to fly for like massively like insane distances. It's because like they're less than a napkin. Squirrels are similar, they're insanely light, and because of that they can just fall. Yeah, so instead of them having to fall a really tall height, they wouldn't just have to fall a really tall height, they would have to basically orbit the earth until they starved. Yeah. It's a fun thought. So I think I had mentioned this before, but a while back, like the most scandalous thing to happen in my high school was someone made an account and basically followed everyone that I knew at my high school, because I went to a really small high school. They had like they followed like everyone that had an Instagram account at our high school. So it was really hard for us to narrow down who it was because, you know, everyone knew everyone and almost everyone followed everyone on Instagram. So basically what ended up happening was they made an account called, and it was like our school name with our zip code in it, and that's all it was. And they posted a black screen with text on it that just said, I'll be like revealing or like I don't even know, like exposing secrets and scandals of like Holy Trinity, which is the high school I went to. And we were like oh, everyone was like freaked out because we were like, what secrets? What the heck? And then it came like the next day they started posting secrets, and it was basically just black text with this person typing out like what apparently is happening, and most of them were trash. Like there was nothing like important. Most of it was like, oh, this person's totally dating this person, And we were like, I'm sorry, who cares? Like, what do you... and to say the least, it was really funny because someone ended up getting in trouble for it. Still don't really know who, technically, because the school was never like, hey, this person did this. Like, the school never did anything like that. So because that, technically we don't know who it was, but like we all know who it was. Your school has a TikTok that does that? Yeah. And just recently an account that was like, again, our school name, but it says Confessions. So it's our school name, Confessions. Tried following me, and I was like, I don't even go there anymore. And then there's apparently another one, and it's called our school name, Secrets, and it started following me and my friends again. And I'm like, so there's now 2 accounts of it. And I'm like, what the heck? Gosh, that was hilarious. Because the reason why this happens is because we go to a really small school, so it's a bunch of like kids that like have to create drama because we don't have anything happening at our school because it's a really small school. Yeah, so we basically, and the thing is, it almost never creates an actual problem. It's just always like, can you like stop trying to get attention? Because that's like the root of it. Iron. So we actually, I had taken a bunch of iron out the other day because we actually filled up this container. Yeah. Oh. Oop. Oop. E. That's not good. Yeah, that'll cause a problem later on. I got the spawn rate just about right, though. For basically every, 4 rows of iron, you get 2 rows of poppies. And actually what we can do now is we can actually fill this area up with poppies so that we don't have iron running into it, since we already have plenty of iron collected. But I mean, what I probably should do in reality is just craft it all into blocks. What? I know there's a better way to do this. How can I drop... Oh, that's right. I'm too close to the other stack. Whatever. Basically what I'm doing is I'm pulling the massive amount of iron that we have out. And then I'm just going to use the crafting table that's down here, craft it into a bunch of blocks. Perfect. That's right, I have no space for that. So we have over 4 stacks of iron blocks as extra. And we also have a bunch of poppies. Yeah, that sounds about right. So what I'm gonna start doing is, yeah, I know. The thing is, this is like supposed to be what's considered like a pretty trashy iron farm. Because it's a really simplistic iron farm. It runs off of only 3 villagers. So iron golems only spawn every once in a while. So it's a really like slow iron golem farm. But the thing is, it's in my spawn chunks, meaning it's always loaded. So as long as I'm in the world, this is getting loaded and we're getting iron. So, you know, like, what's a good one then? A good one is crazy. So actually, the same guy, so I used Shulkercraft's version of this. The same guy, he made one where it's like basically this model, except it's spread across a bigger area and there's like 24 of these little individual things. So a better one is like about 20 times the production of this. Yeah, that's what a good one is basically. And really, you don't really need that unless you're on a server where you can like sell like iron for stuff, or you're like trying to provide a massive amount of iron to a bunch of different people. But for me, the only reason why I have iron is because I want to make a sorting system in the future, and that's going to take roughly like 5,000 hoppers for all of them. Like because I want to make a sorting system that has almost all the items in the game. So on campus, we're given we're given something called Monty Bucks. We have something called Monty Bucks, and there's a store on campus where we can like redeem Monty Bucks. It's just our like form of currency basically, and depending on what meal plan you get a certain amount. So my brother just sent me a picture of a massive amount of snacks and like drinks from that store, because his friend and him are like clearing out their Monty Bucks. So it's literally just like 2 like crates full of like chips, sodas, energy drinks, just like, you know, candy, snacks, like everything. And it's just 2 crates full of that, because they were like, yeah, we didn't use our Monty Bucks at all, so we're spending all of them right now. And I'm still angry because the school I'm going to said, okay, here's your meal plan. This is the freshman meal plan. It's the only meal plan you can get. In the meal plan that I signed on for, it says you get 20 swipes a week, meaning for my normal meals, I have a card, my ID card. I swipe it, and it gives me a meal. And I can get a meal 20 times a week, which means, so every day I get 3 meals, except for on Sunday when we only serve brunch and dinner anyways. So every time the diner serves a meal, I can get food. Monty Bucks, I was supposed to get 200, and they gave me none. They gave me 0. Apparently no freshmen were given Monty Bucks this year, even though we were all told we were going to get given some. So even though it was on like the actual agreement that we signed on to and paid for, they were like, nah. Oh my gosh, I'm just so angry about that. Yeah, but you only get so many per like semester, so that's the reason why they're clearing out all of their Monty Bucks like right now. You can't sue, it's not that big of a deal. Because technically what they would argue is, they could still argue like as a business that they had changed their policy. So we couldn't technically be like, oh, like any of this, but like everyone would basically told us we were gonna get Monty Bucks because they weren't told that it had changed yet. So it's not an issue of like legal matters, it's an issue of miscommunication is the main thing, which is just as irritating. Talking about snacks, I'm gonna get me some. I actually have snacks in my room because I went to Walmart and bought them. Because the thing is, unless you have Monty Bucks, the store on campus is really expensive. Because Monty Bucks, Oh my gosh, the picture he sent us wasn't even the full amount of snacks. We should, let's break that, because we no longer need a sign that says slime farm. Oh, I have another highway written in 2 different places. That's hilarious. Alright, so I'm thinking maybe what would be a good idea is we're not going to do the sorting system really anytime soon, but maybe just getting the hoppers for the sorting system, or like starting to, would be kind of fun, because it's like a huge amount of crafting and a huge amount of wood and iron. We got a lot of iron and we can get a lot of wood really quickly. Every 2 logs is a chest or a hopper. And like I said, we're gonna need something like 6,000 hoppers. So you know, it's not exactly gonna be cheap. I'm thinking the way I'm gonna organize it, it's really basic. Probably have like, I think obviously I'm gonna have like my farm section, and then it's gonna like kind of wrap around and lead into a sapling, into wooding section, into building blocks, which will like basically connect to the underground and like diorite and granite. Snacks have been gotten. Yeah, the picture that was sent to me by my older brother apparently was not the full haul of snacks they have, so I'm a little scared of what is the full haul, because it was legitimately a large amount. But speaking of snacks, I'm probably gonna grab some of my own, because I went to Walmart, bought a bunch of snacks there instead of going to our store on campus. I don't even know what I have left. I think I just have like gummy worms left, because I got a big bag of gummy worms. And I've been like slowly eating through it. You dare question the god? Notice how he doesn't bother me anymore. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say? That's what I thought. Alright. Ah, yes. It feels good being the lord of this land. Walmart is a good snack place. Alright, so what we need to do now is to make a massive amount of chests. Now we can do this. Out of the 2 mega trees we made, we couldn't even make that many chests. I'm gonna go ahead and try and just make a hopper, like a stack of hoppers. Nice. Still got a bunch of extra iron even after doing that. That's good, but at the same time it means we need to farm a massive amount. I think legit we only spent like half a stack of blocks. Why are they so expensive? I don't know. I mean, hoppers is 5 ingots and a chest. So the thing is, they're honestly not expensive, but then once you start doing really big builds that requires a bunch of them, that's when they get expensive. So on their own, they're not actually that expensive. They become expensive when you start to innovate and do cooler things with them. Probably the most expensive part of this is the wood, because you have to make a chest, which is 2 logs per chest. So yeah, the most expensive part of this is literally the wood. But obviously, if you don't have an iron farm, it's going to be the iron, because you're not going to be able to do it without an iron farm. Or a massive amount of just pure willpower. Honey. Yeah, this is our little creeper farm. Similar to our iron golem farm, it's nothing special, but it's plenty for us to get what we need. Because, you know, it only gives us a little bit of gunpowder at a time. But, you know, we really don't need that much gunpowder. Destroy this land? Oh, I don't know. I don't think I destroyed it. I still think it's kept its shape pretty well. I terraformed this area. This used to be a riverbed. Like, it used to be like part of what looked like a cavern that had no water in it. So it was like a really irritating looking thing here. And there actually used to be a cave right here that I filled in. This was all woods, actually. Yeah, that's true. I actually burnt down the majority of this area because at the time I didn't have any good tools, so it would have taken me forever to cut it all down. But actually, speaking of which, one of my original thoughts was, hey, you know what would be really fun? Turning this into a mega spruce biome, because a mega spruce biome is where it's all big trees like that, and whenever you grow a big tree, if you didn't know, it turns all the land into podzol. So anywhere you see podzol, there used to be a mega tree that I planted. But this is a normal spruce biome, and I wanted to like do a custom biome, and like it's really popular to do custom biomes now. So what I want to do is I want to make a custom biome, and it's going to be a mega spruce biome, except like with a bit of a twist, I guess. And it would probably be easier to do this this plan if it was a mega spruce biome from the start. But, you know, that doesn't matter. Just so then the next time I go through this portal, I have to deal with this trash. I'm going to change this to haste. But I put all my iron away. So for a split second, I'll get speed 2 as well. But until, once that runs out, it'll just give me haste. I only have 1 diamond axe, which is a bit of an issue. So I'm thinking we'll make another, like, weaponsmith maybe? Toolsmith? I'm pretty sure the weaponsmith gives you iron, or, diamond axes as well as diamond swords, so we should probably make a weaponsmith next, I guess. Yeah, now we're slow, but we chop down things really quick. That's right, this is only efficiency 4. I mean, even efficiency 5, I'm pretty sure it still wouldn't be instant mine because it's logs. That's already grown. Yeah, but as you can see, we are slowly just kind of pushing all the woods back, but that's on purpose. Later on, we'll actually grow it out more. Well, hey Patrick, good to see you, man. Nothing really. We've just been working on our hardcore world. Want to see something cool though? You see this number next to my head right here that says 367? That's 367 Minecraft days. This is probably our best hardcore world so far. Because we've built a bunch of stuff. This is our creeper farm. It kills specifically creepers. We actually just finished building our slime farm, but I kind of want to check out our slime farm right now. Yeah. There's our villager center, our iron golem farm. We actually, we were clearing out our iron golem farm because we had too much iron in there. So we're just making a bunch of hoppers. And this is the little homeless shack that I've been living out of because I've been working on just farms this whole time. Yeah. All the way down to the basement. Huzzah. Basement time. To the slime farm. Yeah, so because of the beacon, we cleared out this area and we made a tree farm down here. And this, you can't really see behind it, but there's a slime farm right here. You need to build a castle. Actually, that is kind of the plan. On day 400, to celebrate how long we'd been playing, we were planning on building our like first real house. So you know, like yeah. And actually, what's funny is I originally was going to make a bigger slime farm. I was going to make it go all around here because these two chunks are also slime chunks. But instead I just made one. Ugh. It was fun mining this out because like I did a lot of mining off camera because have you seen what Haste 2 and Efficiency 5 can do, Patrick? So this is an Efficiency 5 diamond pickaxe and this is Haste 2 that I have on, and that's a creeper. But yeah, Efficiency 5 and Haste 2 does this. We can just kind of mine out areas instantly. It's called instant break or insta mining. So, yeah. So that's why we were able to dig out this area, because all of this was dug out by hand. We didn't use TNT. For a while, I was actually really lazy, so I never even, like, for a while, we were just at, like, 2 blocks high this whole area, so I was like, I guess we should do it, and we had to go through and mine like this, because the roof is just out of our reach, kind of designed that way on purpose. This was all, like, powered because of my, my zombie farm. It's the first XP farm that we got on this, world. down this long hallway is our zombie farm, which is also our enchantment room, because zombies will come and drop down here. What do I have in here? I just have trash in here, yeah. Put that in there for now. Yeah. Low-key, that was like a pretty decent summary of like everything we've done in this world, because most of my time is actually, like, I don't know how much time I could actually say is spent in that zombie farm, but it's a lot. We've spent a lot of time playing this world, but recently we've been doing cooler stuff where we've been playing other games as well. It's not just Minecraft, as much as I would like it to be. It's a nice evening out, so I opened my window, and I don't know if y'all can hear the truck in the background, but I can. Aww. We have lots to do. For one, I do want to figure out which villager actually... Well, I forgot I did this. Which villager gives me axes. That way we can start trading him for axes. Actually, let's go ahead and grab ourselves some pumpkins. Should get into rogue combat. I feel like I've heard of that, but I don't know what it is. I could trade for some more diamond pickaxes, but... Search and destroy game? Okay. That sounds pretty cool. I mean, I might... Let's get some extra. I could just grab glowstone from this guy for now. Might as well. Maybe, I don't know, maybe next stream what we can do is we can cure a zombie villager and make him into a weaponsmith, so we can see if we can get like an axe or a sword or something like that. Rogue company. Okay. I mean, it sounds cool. I know recently I've been playing a lot more Valorant. We got ranked in Valorant for the lowest rank possible. Oh yeah. But that's just because like we just started playing ranked and competitive matches, so hopefully we can start pulling that rank up pretty soon. Because I've just been solo queuing. I should play Valorant again. I mean, I plan on it. I just didn't want to do it today because I wanted to finish the slime block, or I wanted to finish the slime farm. Because I don't like it whenever we do projects and we don't finish them. Which, I mean, I guess I should get used to more, because in the future, like, especially with these projects, like this one I could probably do in one day, but it's still going to take a long time. Most of these projects are going to take, like, weeks to do, so I should probably get a little bit more used to having projects take forever. What else am I doing for the stream? I mean, I kind of started to collect hoppers so that we could eventually get to that massive amount of number, or like that massive amount that we need. But for the rest of this stream, I kind of wanted to start prepping for streams in the future. So these are all different ideas for things I want to do in the future. So this one is a massive like tower type base. This is a big greenhouse. This is transforming the whole end, where we're gonna basically demolish the majority of the end island and then turn it into a big Enderman farm in the middle. That's an ocean monument build. This is where we're gonna transform the creeper farm like I was talking about earlier. And this is actually one we're gonna do soon enough where we're gonna make a real house. But I guess since we're getting close to that day 400 mark, we should probably think about making a house. Like, not right now, but I mean, like, we should probably figure out what materials we want to use and, like, what our house is going to look like. So, I still want to have it in this area. So, it's a house that has to go well with spruce wood and stuff like that. And I don't know what type of house that would be. Yeah. Because one of the ideas we had was we're going to build it, like, around this house or in the area of, so we can still keep this little trash house. The little trash house as a memory. Have I ever left this place? Well, I mean, I talked about it earlier. We have traveled quite a bit because we've already discovered the majority of the biomes. So we've flown about 20,000 blocks in each direction, but I've never camped out in one area or anything like that. In the future, though, I want to have like little houses that are like nice little houses next to each one of our builds. So like, actually, if you wanted to, what we could do is we could find 2 different ocean monuments, because we're going to do 2 different ocean monument builds. We're going to do one for a farm and one to just have a cool looking area. And I know the general direction of 2 different ocean monuments. I don't think I wrote it down. I used to write down coordinates a lot more often, but recently I've been lazy. Yeah, I haven't written down any coordinates recently. But I mean, we could go take a look at the 2 different ocean monuments that we're going to use. Should go find stuff in the ocean. I mean, we could, yeah. If we're going to do that, I'm going to, for 1, throw these hoppers in here. 2, grab this. Do I have another? Okay, so my only silk touch pick is this one right now. Because the other ones are like relatively broken. That's fine. Some more food. I mean, golden carrots are like really good, but I guess I could grab some more. Yeah, but I believe if we have this, if we head this direction, which is west, like a couple thousand blocks, we'll hit to an ocean, which has an ocean monument, and then there's another ocean monument even further past. But in general, this is just a really cool environment. Like some of the geography in this area just looks nice. Especially areas in like the flower forest area. This isn't a flower forest, but we actually passed one earlier. Some of them look really nice. What I am surprised by though is I don't know if there's a mega spruce forest nearby anywhere. Or a mega taiga, technically, is what I think they're called. We have our jungle and our swamp, our jungle temple, which we already raided. And then past this should be the ocean area. Yeah. I mean, we should probably do something with the ocean, the jungle biome, but I don't know yet. Oh, there's another one. There's 2 jungle temples. I don't think I've been in this one. Might have, but I don't think so. I might have, actually. I don't know. I'm so scared of creepers in this area. I think I might have, though, because these openings are normally only 1 block tall. We can find out really easily. I don't think I have them. 3 arrows. I actually don't know how to do this puzzle. Never have. Did it though. Nice. I got a saddle out of it. Nice. And free sticky pistons. Yeah, that loot was pretty bad, but then again, there's a broken nether portal over here, so we get some gold. There we go. Alright, put this back on, keep heading west. Alright, we got a coral reef, and I'm pretty sure the ocean monument's like that direction. So Silk Touch picks up coral reef stuff, right? Right? It does. This is cool. Yeah, we have a coral reef here. I don't want to ruin a coral reef though that's this close, because I think this is the one near the ocean monument. And what I was kind of hoping to do was, or is this the one? I know there's an ocean monument that's like basically intertwined with the coral reef. This might not be the one. And don't worry about the shipwrecks that you might see in the water. I've gone through, as far as I'm aware, all of them. Because, like I said, we've adventured out this direction like 20,000 blocks. One thing would probably be, I think a lot of people would agree with this. I don't know, honestly, if I would, though. I know a lot of people's answers would probably be like, change the combat system back to where it was in 1.8. Because there was the combat update where you have to like charge your swings. So if I click once, I wait until that little bar meter goes back up before I swing again. And it makes sense, so I'm not a huge, like, I don't really hate it that much, but like, I know some people are like very against it. So there's like some servers that actually have plugins that negate the combat system, so you can still like spam click like you used to be able to. Yeah. For me, it's always made sense, but I mean, I was never into combat beforehand, and I'm still not into PvP now, so I think that's the main reason why I don't care. But I guess, what's a feature I would want to change? I don't know. I mean, I guess they could make it to where end portals start spawning further out, because right now they only spawn 20,000 within the first 20,000 blocks, which means you can only have so many end portals. I guess you can make it to where like they spawn more, but I mean, that's like, that again, like that's not even something I really care about. Like, there's not many things I would change realistically, none that come to my head right now, at least. Slimes. It's a full moon? Yeah, it's a full moon. On full moons in the swamp is when slimes spawn. They can also spawn other times, but like full moon's like when they spawn. It's okay, I already went through that one. I thought there was an ocean monument because I remember flying in this direction, and obviously we flew really far, but I remember seeing like legit like 3 ocean monuments. It's a coral reef, so it's promising because like I said, there was one that was really close to a coral reef. I don't know. Yeah, that coral reef was pretty nice, but I don't know. If I can't find the ocean monument in a second, I'm just gonna head back. Because like the idea still stands. This is a nice coral reef, though. A lot of sea pickles in this area. But yeah, like you get the idea. So the 2 builds I was talking about for the ocean monument is I want one where it's like in a dome. It's in a dome and it's completely drained, but inside, like outside the dome, is still water. So there's a lot where it's like, oh, it's like in a big basin, or like it's a aquarium basically, where like, you know, inside it's all dried out and you have access to the roof. I kind of want something where it's still underneath water, because that would be kind of cool. And another one would still be completely underwater, because the other one's just a farm, and we wouldn't do anything besides kill the Elder Guardians. And what we would do is we set it up to where there's nether portals at the very top in the middle, at the very top of the ocean monument, and there's a water flow that pushes guardians into it. And then it basically has a kill area in the nether, so we'd have an ocean monument farm without having to destroy the entirety of the ocean monument and clear it out. So it's a pretty, like, efficient farm. Yeah, I don't know why I'm being so conservative with my rockets right now. I have hundreds. Because, like, legit, we have, obviously, like, a stack on us, but we also have the other like 4 or 5, maybe 6 stacks in the shulker box. Yeah, exploring is always fun, but at the same time, like, go up super high. Yeah, I got you. And we are past the build limit. We're now 100 blocks past the build limit. Can no longer see the earth. As far as where I should still be heading in the correct direction, home. And we're just bring me to the moon. We're just about at 700 blocks. Alrighty. So if we stay on this line and we just keep heading this direction, we'll get back to our base in another 4,000 blocks. Yeah, so we went about like 6,000 or 7,000 blocks west, and now we gotta go all the way back east. I just realized something weird. Where's the day counter? I? Am I just like looking in the wrong place? The day counter's almost always next to my face, like right here. Where'd it go? No, it's like legit gone. Okay. It's not like it was important or anything. That's irritating. In a second, I'll probably just get off and load it back in. So we're just now passing into territories where you could place blocks again. It's back. Wait. So does the day counter disappear if I'm at a certain altitude? It does. It does. I think past the build limit, it disappears. Yeah, if you go past the build limit, it disappears. That's hilarious. I have no idea why, though. That's like... what the heck? We found our way home, though. That's nice. I was actually looking at the day counter, because I was like, I don't want to waste too much time exploring if we are still trying to figure out... I mean, technically, if it's above the build limit, it is no longer in the atmosphere. So I guess we could consider it space. Alrighty. Came back with a haul we were not expecting to get. And we also, I want to point out, the reason why I wasn't worried about getting food is we didn't eat a single golden carrot for the last like 10 minutes because we haven't done anything except for fly. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. I didn't realize it would just disappear. Yeah. Well, I will tell you, I am wrapping up soon. Oh. I mean, the next thing we're going to do is making a real house, but I just don't know what we're going to do after that. I was thinking probably the ocean monument build. Yeah. But yeah, that's the idea right now is, you know, build house soon. Then we'll do the ocean monument build. But low key, the ocean monument build is going to be a little bit easier if I have a nether highway set up already. But to do the nether highway, I need to get probably some more obsidian, because I think I have like a stack and a half right now, which is like pretty good, but maybe a little bit more would be helpful. But we also need to get ourselves to an iceberg biome, so we have to find one of those. And we also have to obviously find a bunch of it and, like, you know, bring back a bunch. Dang, we got a good amount of things to do in our future. And I think probably one of the places I want to link up to a nether highway first is going to be the desert over there, because I don't feel like flying that far every time. So yeah, and I still don't know if it works in 1.16 or not. But I know in past versions, to get above the nether roof, you could break the bedrock by planting certain things or using a little redstone like explosive contraption. But I don't know. I don't know how it all works. But it's okay, because we'll figure out together, you know, we'll figure it out. Alright, so today was fun. We finished our slime farm. Which actually, before I wrap up, I'll go ahead and see if it's collected anything. I know we haven't really been close to it, so I don't even know if it's been loaded, but... I'm about to be a 3-hour stream. No, it's not. It's gonna stick to 2 hours like it's supposed to. Oh no, I'll probably start doing longer streams maybe once I'm home, but honestly, like, once I'm home, like, the streams are gonna be more rare, but they might be a little bit longer. But yeah, I think next time we're on, we might want to, like, we could replace some of these walls with glass, just because it'll look nicer. And in between streams, I'll probably fix up our pickaxes, to spend more time at the zombie spawner, and then pick a design and like what type of block we're gonna use to actually build our house. Yeah. Fun things are still ahead of us. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed. We finished our slime farm, which, I mean, is awkwardly less productive than just standing in this open area that's already exposed to a bunch of slime chunks. But that's fine. Yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed today's stream. Tomorrow is Monday, which I have a oral presentation, which is the only exam I have tomorrow. But it's also the day before my economics exam and the day before I move out. So, I think I'm still gonna stream tomorrow, but then after that you won't see me live for the next 4 or 5 days, because it'll just be videos while I'm moving, because like I said, like, all my clothes are packed up. Like, I don't have more than 3 pairs of clothes, or like 3 sets of clothing that's not packed up right now, because of the fact that I'm trying to move out. So yeah, I might still be live tomorrow though.